that you guys are doing amazing. Okay. Hey. Welcome. Waiting on more people to come in. All right. Today we're talking about 15 fibroid mistakes. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you can see and hear me perfectly. I want to make sure before we get started, you guys can see and hear me. Hey, Queen. Hey, if you can see and hear me perfectly, put a 1 in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hope everybody's doing amazing. We're going to have a really great topic today. I don't usually go live this late, but I had a busy day and I wanted to get this live out today. Okay. So if you're not following me, first of all, make sure you're following me. All right. So today we're going to talk about 15 fibroid mistakes. And I'm also going to answer you guys questions about fibroids and cysts. And you can apply this to ovarian cyst as well. Okay. So the reason why this topic is so important because there's so many mistakes that women make when it comes to fibroids. I mean, there's so many mistakes that, and these mistakes can be very detrimental. And when I had fibroids, when I was battling through fibroids, I also too made a lot of these mistakes. Okay. So I want to save you guys. Maybe you just found out you had fibroids. Maybe you've had fibroids for a while. You've been, battling with them and suffering from the symptoms. And these 15 mistakes and me breaking them down is going to definitely help you on your journey. Okay. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sasha. I'm a holistic women wellness specialist. And what I do is I help women who have fibroids and other reproductive health issues. I help them get to the root cause of the problem and actually heal from the roots so that they can actually live fibroid free lives. Okay. I help them with getting rid of their, not just shrinking their fibroids, but also getting rid of their fibroids, dissolving their fibroids. And I also help women as well with fertility issues. I help women who are dealing with ovarian cysts, PCOS, hormonal issues, and other reproductive health issues, okay? Been doing this for a while. I love what I do, and I love putting the power back into women's hands when it comes to their own healing, because that's so important, okay? Women have to have power. Hey, Empress. Women have to have power when it comes to their own healing. It's so important, okay? You cannot put your uterus in the hands of a doctor. We're seeing that that's not working for a lot of women. You're going to go through many surgeries, you're going to go through possibly hysterectomies, it's just not working for women. And when you're dealing with fibroids, we're dealing with some issues in the body, right? There's root causes for that. And that's what I help women do. Get to the root cause of the problem. I want children, please. And you can have it. And don't ever let fibroids steal your dream of not having children. I am divinely chosen. So put a 1 in the chat if you have fibroids. Let's get the likes up as well. Okay, let's get started. And also I want to get started on these 15 mistakes. Okay, if you're not following me, make sure you're following me because I talk about these topics all the time, and I'm going to be going live next few days, definitely back to back, okay, and doing a series on you really good lives. And hey everybody, thank you guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you have fibroids, put a 1 in the chat. If you have ovarian cysts, put a 2 in the chat. Okay, I only see I'm perimenopause. Okay, so I'm only seeing a few ones. What's going on? So hopefully this is the right audience. Okay, but yes, put a 1 in the chat. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Yes, keep the likes going. All right, so let's talk about it. So we have some 2s. We have some women dealing with cysts. You can apply this, ladies, to cysts as well. Okay, so very, very, very important. Okay, because ovarian cysts, like a lot of women are suffering with these, and they get surgeries, they come back. They get surgeries, they come back. We don't want that. We don't want to continue cutting into our uterus and cutting into our wombs. Okay, so number 1, ignoring symptoms. When you have these issues, so I'm talking about you may have had fibroid symptoms or even symptoms for cysts for a while. You may have felt that pain and you ignored it, thought it was normal. You may have felt, went through heavy bleeding, cramps, and we normalize all these things that indicate a hormonal imbalance. Fibroids start off in the body as a hormonal imbalance called estrogen dominance. So a lot of us have been getting these signs for years, even months, years before we ever, let me go check this out and see what's really going on with my body. Okay. Many women do this, and by the time you check it out, the fibroid is like 13 centimeters. That was my story. Fibroid was big before, because there were so many months that I've gone by, and I continue to allow, myself to bleed heavily every single month without doing anything about it. Okay. You don't want to be that person. You literally lower your own quality of life when you allow yourself to go through these symptoms and not address them. Okay, so do not be the person that ignores symptoms. Okay, if you've been going through, get it checked out. See what's going on in your body. Okay, if your body is showing you signs, your body's communicating with you. Always, listen to your body. A lot of women don't. A lot of us are very torn. Like, a lot of us are very disconnected from our bodies. And that's a big issue with women. Disconnection from the body. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. So another one is assuming that surgery is the only answer. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you think that surgery is the only answer for fibroids or for cysts. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you, okay? I know that a lot of you, your doctors told you that, but that's not the truth. I need help. Okay, I'm happy that you're here. I'll also be answering questions through the live as well. Put a 1 in the chat if you thought, hey, Deandra, hey, let me say your name right. DeAndrea, it's been a while. It's been a while. Good evening. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you think that surgery is the only way to get rid of fibroids and ovarian cysts. Okay, I guess nobody on the live. Okay, which is a good thing. But a lot of women who have fibroids, who have cysts, automatically assume that, hi, I am this lady. Really happy to see you. A lot of women that have fibroids and cysts think that, okay, surgery is the only way to take care of it, and that's not true. That is not true, okay? So don't be that person that thinks that you have to literally go get cut open in order to get rid of these issues, because what's going to happen is you're going to continuously have to get cut open when they grow back. Sometimes these things grow back within a few months after getting surgery, and you're weakening your body even more. And when women are just getting these surgeries and they don't do the work to get to the root cause of the problem. They don't address what caused the fibroids to occur in the first place, and that's why they subject themselves. There was one woman that they posted that some fibroid platform posted, and her whole 20s she was getting surgeries for fibroids. Every couple of years it would grow back. She had gotten like 5 surgeries, and then by the time she was 31 she got a hysterectomy, and she said fibroids stole her dream of ever having children. Okay, that's a very sad story, because nobody probably gave her the information and let her know that, look, you have power over your own body. You have power over your own womb. Nothing has power over it but you. So that is very sad. A lot of women have had hysterectomies even in their 20s and haven't even had children yet, and think that they have to because of endometriosis, fibroids. Very heartbreaking. Hey Ty, very, very heartbreaking. This is what happened to me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Bobby. Wow, you had a hysterectomy before having children? Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. But that's the case. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. And it saddens me when I hear stories like that. This because there's so many women that think that this is the only thing they can do. And that's not true. And that's why I do what I do, y'all. That's why I love what I do, because I put the power back into women's hands. Like, no, you have power over your body. You have power over your fertility, your womb. You got to take the power back. And how you do it is not through having surgery. It's you addressing the root causes, you healing your body. I have a myomectomy scheduled next month. Okay, Lisa. Yes, and I wanted kids. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Bobby. Oh my gosh, that's so heartbreaking. I'm so grateful for you, Sasha. Thank you so much, Ty. I really try, because I'm trying to save as many women as I can. And I know that everybody is not, on board with, really holistic methods, but it's so important, because again, if you have fibroids, you can have surgery. If you have cysts, you can have surgery. But what happens when they reappear, and they continuously reappear? Beyond grateful that I found your page when I did. Thank you. Y'all stay connected to her page. Thank you. Yes, let them know, DeAndrea. I love that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me screenshot that. I like to screenshot these comments to let you guys, let other people know to get on these lives, because they're encouraging as well. All right. Yes. So also, mistakes that women make before you go through surgery. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever explored the natural way? Have you ever explored the natural method? Because for you to go through surgery, you have to understand that you're more than likely going to develop fibroids again if you haven't changed your diet, you haven't done anything, you haven't changed anything. Why do you think you develop fibroids? Okay, and I'm telling this because I know that there's more women out there that's watching this that has surgery scheduled soon. Whether it's next month, whether it's months from now, whether it's summertime, you guys have surgery scheduled, maybe you have a hysterectomy scheduled, and you have fibroids or cysts, and you haven't done the work to get to the root cause of the problem. If you have a myomectomy scheduled, what exactly have you done to actually address why it happened in the first place, why fibroids developed in the first place? Please save the wombs. Thank you. I don't trust what science is doing. Yes, it's getting worse and worse. They keep targeting Black women in our wombs. Exactly. Ty is getting worse. I've been changing what I've been eating. I feel my fibroid has shrunk. DeAndrea already? Oh my gosh. Y'all, DeAndrea just came to my reset your hormone workshop. What was it? It hasn't even been a month yet, just a couple of weeks. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love that. Let me screenshot that. That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that, DeAndre. Yes. I can feel the difference. Yes. See what happens? Like, oh my God, we make changes. That's when you guys, when I have workshops and when I have master classes, y'all need to come, okay? And they're not expensive when I have these things, okay? So if you guys can't get the course, getting these master classes, and some of these master classes I have are free. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. So if you haven't joined my email list, because that's how you're gonna know when I'm having a master class, join my email list, join my workshop. I just did her workshop a couple weeks ago. Oh my gosh, yes. I love that. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that you're already feeling a difference. That's amazing. We were in the same course, yes, because I've been working on mine too. Yes, y'all keep working, keep doing the work. Yes, good has changed the way I feel. I'm doing fruits now. Love that. Day 8. Wow. Love it. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all make me so proud. I'm so proud. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. Do the work to get to the root cause of the problem. Plentiful soul. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're feeling better. And consistency is key. Yes. And mentally, emotionally, I feel more balanced. Listen, a lot of women don't understand that these issues, when you have hormonal issue, because you have a hormonal issue when you have fibroids. This is why a lot of women are on anxiety medications. This is why a lot of women are depressed, because your hormones are out of sync, right? It's not normal for you as a woman to, yes, we're supposed to experience moods. We have hormonal changes as women, but when it's drastic, that is a hormonal imbalance. You're not supposed to be feeling pain, whether you're in a cycle or not. You're not supposed to be having breast tenderness. You're not supposed to be experiencing these things, right? So when you feel out of sync mentally, emotionally, completely, when you feel anxious, listen, that's your hormones, okay, as a woman. So when you get your hormones balanced, you're going to feel more mentally calm and more like you're going to feel so much better. And I've lost weight, okay? I just want to share. Yay! I love that, DeAndrea. Oh my gosh. Yes, if you don't mind, do you mind writing me like a testimonial? But you could just email it to me or send it to me, via inbox or something like that. The fruits do make it great. Now I need to work on a gym and therapy. I love that. It will get even better. Yes, absolutely, ladies, absolutely. So it's so important to explore holistic things when you have fibroids. You guys cannot just say, I'm going to go get surgery and you haven't addressed fibroids from the root. That's ridiculous, right? You have changes, right? And if you don't know exactly what to do or how to do it, that's why I'm here, right? That's why I have the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids course. That's why I have my Restore Your Womb course. That's why I have these courses for you guys and these masterclasses and things, right? It's to help you guys on your journey so you don't have to spend, thousands of dollars on a myomectomy when the next month, months later, you're going to get the fibroids again. You keep hearing stories of women that's having how many myomectomies? Like, that's ridiculous, okay? So, yes, I write another one. I'm so excited when they're completely gone too, because it's leaving. Absolutely, they gotta go. Fibroids and cysts gotta go. They don't belong in your womb, ladies. We feel emotions, but hormonal imbalance. Yes, hormonal balance prevents emotions from controlling us. Exactly. Your hormones are not supposed to control you. So when you feel completely irritable, like some women that have PMDD tell me they feel angry, like so angry when they're on their cycle or 2 weeks before their cycle. That's not normal. That's not normal. I made the mistake of a hysterectomy. I'm so sad about it. I'm sorry, Happy Hill. I'm sorry. I'm sending you lots of love. I'm so sorry to hear that. You can't fault yourself for what you didn't know, and don't be depressed about it. Just do the best you can with your health, because with a hysterectomy, even with a hysterectomy, we still haven't addressed the root cause, right, of the fibroid. So you can still work on your healing, your hormones. Do the best you can when you've had a hysterectomy, okay? But for the ones that haven't, I tell you guys, don't let them remove your organs. I don't care what it is. Don't let them heal your organs. Stop letting them remove that. Whether it's your uterus, your gallbladder, these organs are in your body for a reason. And if you're Christian or religious, you should not be letting anybody just cut into you like crazy, anyhow, or taking things out that's ridiculous. Your organs they are there for a reason, especially your womb. Like, come on, we gotta stop this, okay? We have to stop this. But if you've already done that, don't feel bad about it. Just do the best you can. Improve your health, right? Do the best you can, and that's gonna save you from other estrogen dominant conditions. Just because you can't get fibroids, if you're still dealing with estrogen dominance and you're still dealing with that hormonal imbalance, you can get other things as well. Autoimmune issues, you can get high blood pressure, insulin resistance, and what else? At its worst, breast cancer. These are estrogen dominant conditions. So you still have to do the work. okay? Whether you've already had a hysterectomy or not, whether you've had any type of surgery or not, right? Because there's some women that literally think, oh, I've had a myomectomy, I'm fine. Absolutely not. You're actually more at risk to get it again than somebody that didn't have a myomectomy. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? You're more at risk because you've cut into the lymphatic system. You've already developed fibroids before. That means you can develop it again, okay? So don't believe these falsehoods, okay? Thank you, and likewise, it's work in progress. Great. I'm working on more discipline. You got it. Yes, it takes 1 hour. Exactly. Be disciplined, ladies. And we have to start, like I said, a lot of people say, oh, when I start going off of what needs to be changed, I can't do this and I can't do that. Yes, you can. You have to empower yourself. Right? You have to love yourself enough to want to make these changes, okay? So another thing that a lot of women do is not doing enough research when it comes to fibroids. Let me just tell you, when you subscribe to my email list, which you need to do, if you're on here, make sure you click the link in my bio, subscribe to my email list, right? When people subscribe to my email list, when women subscribe to my email list, they get a training called Free Yourself from Fibroids. Tell me how many women have watched that, actually watched that training, like clicked on it to watch it. Probably like less than 10%, right? And that training tells you all about fibroids and estrogen dominance. It breaks it down for you. And most women don't even understand why they develop fibroids. They have no clue. That's a problem. But you want it out. You're scared to do surgery. You want it out, but you don't even know why. You don't even understand where it came from, how it developed, the hormonal imbalance that caused it. You won't read more about it, but you're just like, oh, I just need to get it out. That's ridiculous. And that's why women are regrowing them back easily, right? So if you haven't clicked the link in my bio to join my email list and watch the video. It's only 30 minutes long. That's why I'm confused of how so many women are dealing with fibroids and don't want to understand why developing them in their body. That's ridiculous. That's why I always do the video, the root causes of fibroids. I always do that video because people need to know. Okay. So, and that's a long, like I said, when you talk about the root causes, we did a whole, I think it was like 3-part series on that because like I said last week, and if you weren't there on our live, make sure you join my email list. If you're not on my email list, you'll know what I'm doing lives. As much as I love cooking, I have to stop and focus on my health. Absolutely. And you can still cook, but you cook things that are healthier. That like you can cook better foods, right? That's good for your diet. I had to change my eating habits. Absolutely. So thinking that fibroids disappear after menopause, that's another thing. Now, a lot of women assume that during menopause, fibroids shrink. And I know a lot of people's doctors have told them that, but that is not the truth. Okay, that is not the truth. And if you guys don't mind, do you mind giving me some more likes? We want to get some more people on the live so we can push it out to more people. Okay, but it's so important. It's so important that you understand that these fibroids are not going anywhere. I get so many messages from women that are in menopause that are dealing with fibroids, okay? And I'm gonna talk about early menopause on another live because a lot of women don't understand that they're actually push their body into early menopause and that they're actually not in real menopause because in this country, women are getting menopause earlier than ever before because it's not because it runs in your family. No, it's because your body you're not really in menopause. What's going on is that you're dealing with hormonal imbalances. So that's why your cycle has stopped and you're dealing with lots of toxins in the body. Okay. So thank you so much for the likes. So if you rebalance your hormones, a lot of times your cycle comes back. There's so many women in their 40s, late 40s, who thought they were in menopause, who worked with me, their cycle came back, right? But it came back a lot better than it ever has been because they weren't really in menopause, right? We assume that, and you guys get on all this medications and these hormones, that cause that heighten your. That's my supposed calling me, but you guys can't do that. You guys cannot do that. Okay, so I also want to talk about neglecting nutrition. Nutrition is just one part of shrinking fibroids. Let me just say that it's one part. The surgery threw me in menopause. Yeah, hysterectomies will throw you in menopause. That's what they do. Unfortunately, they will they will. And sometimes UFE surgeries can do that as well, ladies. For the ones that have those planned. They do that as well, okay? Yep, I started juicing and didn't see a period in a month, almost 2. I drank green juice and it came. Exactly. And when you guys make changes, do things that you can sustain, okay? So I'm not telling you to make drastic changes that are like, if you can't sustain them. Make changes that you can sustain, because when you go back, if not, you go back to those bad habits, and then what happens, right? So improve your entire lifestyle when you have fibroids, when you have cysts, when you have PCOS, when you have fertility issues. It's a lifestyle, okay? Diet is just one part of it, one aspect of it, okay? But you want to change your entire lifestyle. I didn't even crave the same foods I was eating before the workshop. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, because when you get a taste of actually making changes, and you actually fill your body with nutrients, the cravings you're not gonna crave the old stuff like that. Okay. When your body when you start making changes, right? You don't have to be drastic with the changes, because what happens, you get hungry and you're supposed to go back to the bad things, but start making changes. You should not be eating dairy. You should not be eating too much meat. You should be actually drinking more water. Like, make changes. Eat more fruit, make changes. Stop ordering out all the time, really start making changes to your diet and your life. And also your lifestyle. It's not just your diet, because if you only work on diet and you don't work on anything else, okay, you're not going to see much of a change, okay? So, but everybody has their thing. There's some people that come to me, the diet wasn't the issue, it was something else. It might have been distress levels, right? It might have been emotional issues that they were holding on to, right? And what I do is I help women also too that are in my programs. I help work with them to start to release that stuff from the womb space, right? On an energetic level. That's very important, okay? So, skipping stress management, that's another thing as well. You may, listen, as women, we're all under lots of stress, right? Because women I always say this, are responsible for so much. We have a lot riding on us, right? As women, right? A lot of women do, right? They have to do both roles sometimes, right? But here's the thing, right? You gotta address your stress. You have to manage your stress properly. This is one thing that a lot of women gets a lot of women in trouble. Stress does worsen fibroids. It grows fibroids. Listen, any type of health issue you have, stress worsens them. And stress will also interfere with fertility, your reproductive health as a whole, okay? Your liver health. When your cortisol levels are up, your hormones will be imbalanced, because the progesterone will go down, will take a back seat. So just imagine you're always in a heightened, your body's always in fight or flight mode. You're always stressed, and you're not doing anything to alleviate that. You're not doing more stress, soothing activities. You don't have a deep breathing. You don't do anything when you're stressed. You just stress out. You panic. Some people are really worried a lot. Right? Anxiety, right? We've normalized anxiety in our culture, which is horrible, right? That's why a lot of people are sick. Instead of actually having natural ways to deal with that and rebalancing our hormones. Getting all this medication is not going to help you. I'm telling you that right now, okay? So stop it with these medications. Every little thing, medication, stop it. Stop. I had to tell one client before she started working with me to get off 6 medications. And right now, after she got off, I'm talking about from metformin to anxiety medication, all those get off of them right now before you start working with me, because that's where they're actually worsening your health, and they were. And when she got off of them, she started working with me. She got rid of her type 2 diabetes. She got rid of PCOS. Okay, her periods went from 7-8 days to 4 days, no pain, no heaviness. She felt happy than she's ever felt in years. Okay. Those medications are making things worse for you a lot of times, okay? That's why I don't trust pharmaceuticals, okay? I use adult coloring books from Michael's. I love it. Or Hobby Lobby. Exactly. Do something. And I tell women, dive into some creative outlets, right? Women are meant to be creative. Dive into some of these creative outlets, right? Stop, just focusing on just work, responsibilities. Come on. We have to have a life outside of that as well. Yes, we have responsibilities. We have to work. We have to pay bills. I understand that. I know that you're so busy, because everybody says, I'm so busy. Yes, everybody is busy, but you still have to make time for you. Okay. And if not, you're going to feel the consequences. You still have to make time for you. You still have to make time for things that bring you joy, that calm you. Okay. And don't wait until you're so stressed out before you do it. Have these things a part of your regular regimen. Okay, have these things a part of your regular regimen. Okay, it helps decompress. Absolutely, and make that a part of you. If you find something that you love, and some people, they may not know what they really love to do. Experiment. I mean, take belly dancing classes, for God's sakes. Take Zumba classes. Go to Pilates. Like, experiment with different things. Go, get adult coloring books and see which ones you like the best, right? See which one. I don't care whether it's you dancing, and that's your stress relief. Find something that you actually enjoy and have that a part of your regimen. And don't wait until you're so stressed out, you're dying before you actually do it. No, make this a part. Put this in your calendar. This is me time, okay? I think I've tried everything in the book to get rid of PCOS-induced acne. You sure you tried everything in the book? Because you ain't tried me, okay? Because let me tell you something. If I tell you the amount of women that I help their skin clear all the way up when we're just addressing their reproductive health issues, hirsutism and infertility. Okay, you haven't tried me, okay? So you ain't tried everything, Jamila. But music and meditation for me, we like that. Hopefully you're following me, Jamila. Okay, but yeah, as I hear that a lot, I hear women say, I tried everything. Even before they start working with me, I'm like, you haven't tried me. You haven't tried me. So if you haven't tried me, you haven't tried everything, because I get results. I get women results, okay? That's what, and women that's worked with me, hirsutism, infertility, I've helped many women get pregnant naturally. I actually just posted one. I posted one of my Instagram stories where she was thanking me. She's like, she had a baby in her late 30s. She couldn't get pregnant. 4 years she tried. She's married, a married woman. 4 years she tried to get pregnant. She couldn't. And a month after taking my program, she got pregnant. I remember her telling me, and I was screaming. She was like, I can't announce it yet. I was like, I know, but I was just so happy for her, because I told her during my program, I'm like, you're going to get pregnant. There's no way you working with me, you're not going to get pregnant, right? You're going to get pregnant. It's all a matter of time, and you just continuing this process in 1 month. And her baby she worked with me a couple years ago, like 2022. Her baby just turned 1. What was it? January 11th. Okay, January 11th. And she still can't believe it. She already had a daughter, but now she has her son. Okay, so now she feels like her family's complete. Okay, and I'm so happy. And I have many stories like that where I've helped women get pregnant naturally. Okay, so I know, thank you, I know. And I've actually had one who, she was pregnant when she took one of my workshops, my fibroid workshops, and she was pregnant with fibroids. This was last summer. And she had a healthy baby, healthy pregnancy after she started applying the actual things she learned in the workshop. And she actually had the baby on my birthday. I was like, oh my God, that was amazing. So yes, this is what I do. This is what I love to do. I love to help women, get pregnant. I love to help that want to get pregnant now. I increase their fertility. I love to help women heal their womb, get rid of fibroid cysts, get rid of everything that does not belong in the womb space. Okay. I'm going to be the next one you're going to help. Absolutely. In case you guys are interested, I have my 6-week womb healing intensive that starts on the 1st. However, you can sign up now. We have that available. Okay. So if you guys are interested in working with me, there you go. Also, we always have the Detoxify Your Womb program. That's a 3-month program. That's really when you're trying to change your entire lifestyle and shift into a new identity, a better version of yourself. That's when, listen, and I always say everybody's not qualified for that because we really go deep, okay, in there, okay? But it's literally changed women's lives. I love that. Love. That program is everything, okay? That's my signature top level program. Like, you have to be ready for that one, okay? But if you want, also I have courses available. If you want a self-study course, I have my Restore Your Womb course that's actually on sale right now. Okay, it's $200 off. If you guys want to go through a course, right? Some people, they want to just do like a self-study course. They don't want to be in a program. There you go, okay? So I have so many ways where you can utilize my teaching, so many different ways, okay? Of course, we go deeper into programs now. And if you want the most transformation, of course, the Detoxify Your Womb program, because we go for 3 months now, okay? So, also too, let me say this. We talked about stress already. Thinking that it's genetic and you have no control. That's another mistake I see a lot of women make. Thinking you have no control over your womb health. Thinking you have control. Feeling hopeless, right? And let me tell you something. I'm saying this out of love because I hear this. I try everything a lot, right? I'm saying this out of love. Typically when I hear that, you may have tried, number one, you may have tried the wrong things, or number two, you didn't try it long enough, right? Usually when people have said they tried everything, they don't really give it their all because they feel like, oh, this again, I already tried this before. You know what I mean? So your brain kind of tells you it's not going to work because you've tried everything, right? So you don't really give it your all, as if it's your first time trying something for your reproductive health, right? So hopefully that makes sense. I hear that a lot, and I'm like, okay, what were you trying? Because it's probably the wrong things, right? More than likely. And then, how long did you try it? Because if you try something for a week, and come on, right? So everybody's different. There's some people that have taken, whether they're my courses or my programs, and they have seen relief in a week. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? But we need to give it some more time. That's why I said with fibroid symptoms, when you're working with me, give fibroid symptoms a month, right? You shouldn't be feeling fibroid symptoms after a month, right? So, and if you are, typically we have to go deeper with the energetic work, okay? Typically, because that's typically what it is, right? Because again, we hold a lot of pain in the womb space. We hold a lot of anger, trauma. We hold a lot of stuff that don't belong in there in the womb, okay? So be sure to keep that in mind, right? As you're healing your womb physically, also you healing it on the inside energetically as well, right? So we want to work through that stuff. And a lot of women that have fibroids and womb health issues, they've suppressed a lot of stuff, and it's expressing in their fibroids, right? That's your body expressing what you're going through. But because you haven't addressed it, you've hidden what you've gone through, but it's not hidden. The body that never keeps score. The body always keeps score, okay? Remember that. The body, you can't trick your own body. You can't, okay? So keep that in mind. So nothing is just, yes, there's some things that do pass down. You can pass down, but however, it's never you had no control, because you had to spark the plug for it to develop in your body. Just because your mom has fibroids, your grandmother has fibroids, all your aunts have fibroids, don't mean you have to get fibroids. But if you continue with the same habits as they had, yes, you will get fibroids. It's going to happen, right? Yes, it will happen to you. And most women, when that happens, oh, it's genetic. No, you're not put into consideration your habits, what you were doing in those years before you developed fibroids, right? You spark the plug for it to happen within your own body, right? And you have control, when it comes to your own body, to get rid of them and actually rebalance your hormones and restore, balance within your body. You have that control. Nobody else has that control. Nobody else has control over your own body, okay? Nothing else has control over your own body but you. Okay, and that's definitely a fact. Okay, so also too, so how many women also have had fibroids for months and years and have not done anything about it? They have not made any changes or assist. They've just had it and then just sat there, right? They've had it. Maybe they're feeling symptoms. Some people aren't. Usually, when people are not feeling symptoms, they don't do anything about it, which is ridiculous, because fibroids grow when you continue to engage in things that make them grow, right? So and thank you for being honest. How many women, put a one in the chat, this is a safe space. How many women have had fibroids for months, maybe even years, and have not done anything about it? You just sat there. And there, unfortunately, there's doctors too who tell you, oh, we'll just monitor them, they're fine. No, never. They grow, okay? They grow. And a lot of women are seeing that when they get pregnant and issues start to occur, right? So I had 2 surgeries so far. Oh my God, Brittany, I'm happy you're here. Make sure you're following me, okay? Because we don't need to have no more surgeries, okay? As you guys can see, surgery does not work for fibroids. It doesn't. It does not work for fibroids, okay? It doesn't work for fibroids. I've had a surgery for fibroids that grew back. I had to get to the root cause of the problem, shrink and get rid of them. Yes, my previous gynecologist said that in my 20s. They tell women that all the time. Oh, just wait and see, and let's just monitor them. That's the worst advice ever. Get a new doctor when they tell you that you have fibroids. Then you have to be proactive with getting rid of them, or they're just going to grow. They're just going to grow. And women typically, when they're not feeling symptoms, they just sit on it until they feel symptoms, like really bad symptoms. Then they're like, oh my God, I got fibroids. I got to do something. I have to schedule a surgery. No, you don't. Okay, you have to get to the root cause of the problem. You're in the right place. Sasha's amazing. Yes, thank you so much, DeAndre. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I used to complain all the time, and she refused surgery and just told me to take Advil. Advil? Are you kidding me? Wow, I want to take your course. I just can't afford it. That's fine. Not sure what to do. If you have heavy bleeding, Brittany, I have a $47 course called How to Eliminate Heavy Bleeding. You can start there. and join my email list, okay? After I had things in my, if you go to the link in my bio that everybody can afford. From how to reverse anemia, that training for $29. If you go to the womb wellness resources, if you tap on that, to my 21-day womb healing meal plan. If you go to my exclusive womb resources, you're gonna see all that stuff, okay? After 2 surgeries, I had a hysterectomy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, I'm on Provera now. Ooh, no, I've been bleeding for so long. No. Oh gosh, that's actually on my list, the fibroid medications. Let's talk about that. Oh, no. Y'all, and I've done so many videos addressing that. Do not get on medication for fibroids. I'm telling you, you're literally filling up your body with more. I don't know, is that birth control or but I know it's hormonal because I've heard it before, Provera. I've heard it before. Or is it progesterone or birth control? But either one, you're filling up your body with synthetic hormones. Your body knows the difference between your natural hormones and the synthetic hormones, okay? So listen, y'all got to stop it with these hormone medications. Y'all have to stop. I'm telling you, when you have fibroids, you already have a hormonal imbalance. So if you're putting more hormones in it, you're putting fake hormones in the body now. What do you think that's doing to the liver? What do you think that's doing to your organs? And you already have an overloaded liver. You already have overloaded organs. You already have overloaded digestive system is backed all the way up. Lymphatic system is a hot mess, right? Kidneys. You have these. That's why the body developed fibroids. So you putting these fake hormones into your body is making the situation worse. Yeah, you may feel okay at the moment because maybe your natural hormones are being suppressed, right? But it's not. I'm telling you, you're making things worse. And these hormone medications actually grow fibroids, okay? So many women have reported that when they're on progesterone, their fibroids grow. You're making the situation worse. I'm going to do this $47 course. I'm glad I found you. Yeah, Brittany, do the course and get off. I'm telling you, get off Provera. Wean yourself off. Do the course, make all the changes. And then by the end of the week, or let's say early next week, get off that Provera, okay? I want to see you win so the bleeding can go down, right? I want to see you win. Okay, make sure you on my email list. I can't believe I allowed that, but I know better now. I'm going to do better. Absolutely. When you know better, you do better. And I always say this, you never know, why you're here. Some people are watching me for the first time, and they've been maybe they have a surgery scheduled. Maybe they've gone through a whole bunch of fibroid symptoms and you just popped on TikTok and here I am, right? So this is a sign for you to do better, to actually start your journey to heal your body. When you heal yourself, you're also healing generations, ladies. You understand this? I'm talking to the women who have nieces, who have daughters, because guess what? If you don't do anything about it, if nobody in your family does anything about it, this is going to continue down your line. Because when we have this estrogen dominance and we have children, what do you think happens to them? Right? You gotta stop it somewhere. You have to stop it somewhere. I had one fibroid at 26, now at 42, I have 4 big ones. And I am this lady, you're even lucky because I've heard even worse than that. I've heard some people in their 40s down to 3rd surgery, and it's just huge, okay? Where do we start? Which are the programs? It depends. Okay, so Lex, it depends on you. It depends on what you're going through. If you have fibroids, if you want to do a self-study course, you could do my 12 Steps on How to Shrink Your Fibroids full bundle course. Or I have my Restore Your Womb course that's on sale. That's $200 off. It's $297 right now. We have Carnet Afterpay. Or if you want to work with me, if you're look, Sasha, I want to work with you. Let's just go all in. Let's help me get rid of these fibroids. I have my Detoxify Your Womb program, but you have to qualify for that. There's a questionnaire on the site. And I also have my 6-week womb healing intensive. But the 6-week womb healing intensive is not always available. It's not always available. So we're starting. The last round I'm going to have of that is the 1st of March. But you can register for that all the way up until the 29th. So check that out, okay? Just on the email list. Great. So Lex, it depends on you. Do you want self-study? Do you want to work with me? That's how you kind of figure it out. And also it depends on the symptoms and what you're going through. So just click on my email and see which one, but do something. I have things in there from some womb wellness resources from all the way from $20-something, $19, there's no excuse. What about the teas? So, okay. So when it comes to herbs are great. Don't get me wrong now, but that's not where you should start. Because you want to start changing your lifestyle and diet first, and then you can do herbs. The herbs, teas and things that are not going to work until you actually address what developed the fibroids in the first place. Work on that first, and then you can start to add herbs as you're on your journey. Let me look at the links. Thank you. You're welcome. I remember 10 years ago, I met a 40-year-old lady who did surgery so her periods didn't change months. Yeah, a lot of, I am this lady. I've heard it before. I've heard that before. Women have told me, like, look, my fibroid, I'm not bleeding in the chest at all. Like, it was still bad after the surgery. You don't know what they're doing in there when you don't know what they're doing in there. Do you know how many people they've actually left a couple fibroids in there? They didn't even know, right? So it's just, when you're a black woman, any race, honestly, because like when it comes to reproductive health, they've dropped the ball on everybody. But when you're a black woman, it's even worse, okay? I don't know why black women are still trusting people cutting into their wombs. I don't understand. Now in 2024, y'all have to stop with that. We see it does not work. I've told you guys the story of how somebody went in for a myomectomy and they did a hysterectomy on them, right? And how my cousin's husband is represented in the case. I don't know if he still is, but you know, when I found out about it, he was represented in the case, okay? Going in for a myomectomy, you're 29 years old, going in for a myomectomy, coming out with no uterus. That's scary. You don't have no children. You want to have children, but they snatched your dreams of having children. Snatched it right up. That's crazy. No amount of money that they can award her is going to, fix that, So she said they removed 19 fibroids. Wow. I've heard people with 20-something fibroids, some people with 100 fibroids. And I'm telling you, when they remove that many, you can easily develop them back. You can easily, I don't understand why women don't understand this. Right? So it's really unfortunate. She said okay, so I see the OBGYN on the 20th. I'm getting off Prevera yes, decline the hysterectomy. Oh my God. We saved another womb. I love it. Let me screenshot. Brittany, I'm gonna follow up with you. Hopefully, yes. Okay, we've saved another womb. Okay. This is why I do these lives. I'm like, if I can, impact one person and save one person's womb per life that I do, I've done my job. I'm telling you, because I don't want you guys to think that's your only, that's the last resort. That's your only resort. No, you can't. No, I'm telling you, give yourself 3 months, right? And the thing with these fibroid symptoms, they can go away within a month. I had there's one woman who was bleeding for 21 days. You guys, if you guys go on the link in my bio, if you see client testimonial, she's my Detoxify Your Womb client testimonial. You watch her whole entire video of her testimony. She's saying it out of her own mouth. Bleeding for 21 days a month. She's doing my Detoxify Your Womb program. Within first week, okay, her bleeding stopped. Within the first week. And this is a woman that was bleeding heavily, so heavily that when she was coming into my program, she was in the ER, emergency room. That's how heavy she was bleeding. She was in the ER all the time. And she has daughters. She has daughters to raise. So, and she has work, she has she has a business to run. She got other things going on. So it was really taken away from her life. She said it was draining her. It was raising her blood pressure was through the roof. I'm surprised you didn't stroke out. She joined my program. Literally week 1, the bleeding stopped. Guess what? This is one of the most crazy testimonies that I have. Literally, her bleeding stopped, and it took a month or maybe 5 weeks for her period to come back. But when it did, 3 days. 3 days. I was shocked. I helped her reset her cycle. 3 days. She's like, I have my life back. Y'all can see her in the testimonials telling her own story. Okay? So I'm serious when I say this. Thank you so much. I don't have kids either. Married for 6 years. I'm 36. And you're still young. You talk about taking out your womb at 37. You're still young. I feel like God brought me, absolutely, he sure did, to your live, because I lost my remote and just hopped on here. I'm happy you lost your remote and hopped on here. Yes, this is a sign. Do not take out your womb. You know how many people I've had, I told you guys about the other time about my client before she signed up for my program, she didn't even know about me. She was in another country, I think in Ghana, and one of her friends that was with her, she was telling me, I'm about to go for a hysterectomy. I don't know what else to do. I have a fibroid. He was like, don't do it. I know this girl that I follow on Instagram, and she has crazy results. Tap in with her. And she emailed me, and the same day she joined my Detoxify Your Womb program. The same day. I'm telling you, within a couple of weeks, she canceled that appointment. She said, oh no, I feel amazing. Because she came, and everything you want me to do, I'm going to do it. Because I have to get rid of this fibroid. I do not want to take out my womb. It was like her spirit was telling her not to take it out. Don't take out your womb, okay? So God is so intentional. He sure is. So it's really, really important. You thought you lost your remote, you're going to immediately find it after you get off TikTok. But yeah, it's so important. I'm telling you guys, it's so... You guys, you have more control over your body than you think. Never think it's the other way around. Never think your body's not turning against you. Those symptoms are there. The fibroids are there to show you something, right? You're meant for greater. You're not meant to, continuously eat bad foods and have, poor lifestyle habits and have all this emotional junk within your womb. No, you're not meant for that. You're meant for greater. And that's why you're being called to actually do the work to heal your body, to heal your womb. Because when you heal your womb, you heal your body. Because we're addressing the liver with fibroids, we're addressing the lymphatic system, we're addressing your blood sugar levels. A lot of women, they think only high blood sugar is only associated with diabetes. That is not true, okay? So very, very important. She said she was embarrassed when the plumber had to come fix it because of the clots. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That is, yeah. A lot of the clots. And even in the story that one of my clients was saying, the one with the testimonial, the client testimonial on if you go to my site, my link, you'll see client testimonial, testify your own client, testimonial. You see her video. She was saying that her clots were, they were huge. They were huge. Like, it was embarrassing. She couldn't go anywhere. Like, when she was bleeding, it was like horrible, right? It's never normal to clot, ladies. It's never normal. And I know what that feels like, because that was me before. It's never normal to get clots. That's not normal. My hemoglobin is always low. They said it's because of fibroids. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's not the actual. Okay, so when you have fibroids, not everybody, but a lot of women when you bleed like that, you're gonna be anemic. Your hemoglobin is gonna be low. Absolutely. And let's just talk about how one of my clients in my 6-week womb healing intensive. She started on the 1st of January. By week 2, her anemia levels were good. Her iron levels were good by week 2. She's one of my UK clients, okay? By week 2. And she was worse in the emergency room due to low iron before joining my program. It was that bad, okay? So yeah, it's the blood loss, yes. And when you have blood loss like that, you guys definitely should not be having these surgeries, okay? You have to stop the bleeding. So get that $47 course, how to eliminate heavy bleeding. You gotta stop the bleeding. And you have to, so you will know what to do also to get your iron levels up as well, okay? I have blood transfusions. Yeah, I remember having those things too. And it just feel like something was invading my body. I hated that stuff. No, you guys don't need that stuff, right? You guys don't need that stuff. And you need to get your body to the point where it's absorbing iron. That's another thing too. Your body's not properly absorbing iron. And get the training. And start tomorrow. I'm telling you, get the training, watch it, start tomorrow. Okay? Don't get the trainings and the courses and just sit on them. No. That's one thing when people don't work with me, you have to be when you're doing the courses, you have to be self-led. Now, if you want to work with me, you want that accountability, you want the guidance, make sure you get in one of my programs. So that's one thing I do. Nobody can run away. If you're if you might be testify your own clients, no, I'm going to come and find you, okay? Do not, you got to do this work, okay? If I don't hear from you for a few days, I'm going to come find you, okay? You got to do the work. You have to, you can't give up on yourself. I don't care how hard it gets, okay? I don't care how hard it gets, because it's going to get hard. It's going to be something like this. You're making changes. You're making lifestyle. These are things that you have to unlearn, and you've been engaging in these bad habits for years. Some of you guys since childhood. So it's going to feel like, oh my God, at first, of course, right? When you're changing, but you can't run from it, right? If you want to have good health, you want to get rid of these fibroids, you can't run from this stuff. You cannot run from this stuff, okay? So Lord have mercy. We want to do a part 2 on this one, but here's what I'm saying. When it comes to fibroids, and if you guys have questions, put them in the chat. I'm going to answer some questions, but when it comes to fibroids, right? When it comes to you having fibroids, you developed them for a reason, or a multitude of reasons, okay? Should I just stop taking Provera on my own? In my opinion, yes, but if you're going to do that, you got to go full throttle on what you learn and how to. If I was you and you have fibroids, if you can afford it, I would get the 12 Steps on How to Shrink Your Fibroids full bundle course. I would get that instead, okay? And I have I should not be telling you guys this, but I have a secret link where it's $80 off. If you go to where it says to subscribe to my email list, you'll see where it's $250. Okay, I would get my 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids course. I will start doing all the steps tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow or the next day, depending on how long it takes you to watch all the trainings. Right, tomorrow or the next day, and start making, because we have a meal plan in that one. We have different trainings, how to cleanse the lymphatic system, how to reverse anemia in that one. We have how to eliminate heavy bleeding, also comes with that one as well, plus 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids, plus a bonus step, okay? I'm waiting on an ultrasound to see how big the fibroids are. My GYN did not offer alternatives. Yeah, most don't, Shelly. They just say surgery, surgery, surgery. They throw that in your face, and since I'm holistic, I know that when fibroids are appearing, it's a body, mind, soul thing. Everything's connected, right? So unfortunately, doctors, they don't see the body like that. They see everything as separate, and they're not going to give you any alternatives. It's very rare for a doctor to say, okay, no, we have to actually give you a plan, a wellness plan, a womb wellness plan, of how to get rid of your fibroids. They're not going to do that. They're just going to say, let's cut you open, right? Unfortunately. So go see how big they are. And make sure you join my email list. You're also following me as well, Shelly. Yes, they study Western exactly. I told you guys, my sister's in that as well. She shakes her head at what she's being taught, because she knows a lot of it is BS, right? But having people like her in the medical industry is good. So because she also knows natural ways as well, so she can help her clients, really help her clients. Yeah, they study. Yeah, they all this is medication and surgery. If you it's never healing with Western medicine. It's never healing. It's surgery. And when it comes to reproductive health, they're even worse with that. That's why I said you shouldn't put all your trust in them when it comes to reproductive health. You're gonna be in trouble. They will have you having a hysterectomy at 30. I'm telling you. Okay. Only a holistic doctor or specialist will give you a holistic route. Exactly. That's why it's so important for women, especially if you have reproductive health issues, to get one. With a holistic doctor, I always say this, even if you don't work with me, work with somebody that's holistic, that has results and know what they're talking about, okay? So true, I had a doctor that immediately said surgery. The other one said it's normal. That's ridiculous. How can abnormal growths in your uterus be normal? That's ridiculous for them to say that, DeAndre. That's crazy. I can't wait for my testimony. Absolutely, I can't wait either. I cannot wait either. I'm excited. Yes, Brittany, yes. Okay. So check out one of the courses, whether it's the I feel like you should get the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids, since your situation is dire, okay? And I say this, if y'all have the money, make sure, or save up, do something, work with me. If your situation is dire, you need to, I tell people, look, if your situation is dire, you need to work with me, okay? Because we got to you need that like accountability, you need that individualized guidance, you need that so we can get started, okay? Because some people are not really that as great being self-led. Let's be honest, right? But if you are, then get a course, okay? So it depends on what you feel like you need, right? But for the ones that have been wanting to work with me, my 6-week womb healing intensive, okay? We start on the 1st, is the last round for that intensive, okay? The last round. Make sure you get into that 6-week womb healing intensive. Get into that before the 29th of February, because after that it's expired. It's closed up. We're not doing it again. It's only the Detoxify Your Womb program for 3 months after that, okay? I'm saving up my coins now for the 3 months program. I know that's right, Miss Lady. Yes, and we also have payment plans with that as well. We have card and active pay on most of our courses. If they have fibroids, it's imperative for them to work. Absolutely. I totally agree, DeAndre. Absolutely. Especially if you're having symptoms. And I have people work with me. I'm going to be honest with you. There's some women that sign up to work with me. They're like, look, my fibroid is like 4 centimeters. It's not giving me trouble, but I don't want it to give me trouble. So let me just go on ahead and sign up to work with you. I'm like, you did the best thing, because prevention, now we can get rid of, and 4 centimeter fibroid is easy to get rid of. And especially the person have no symptoms. That's very easy. Okay. So if you, yes. Saying that's my goal, the 3 months. Absolutely. I cannot wait. Listen, when y'all come in, DeAndre, I am saying, I'll be cheering. I'll be like, yes. I want to do the 3 months program. Yes, Miss Pa, do you, okay. So Miss Pa, hopefully I'm saying your name right. I don't know if you've checked it out before, the Detoxify Your Womb program. I don't know if you're new to me or if you've checked it out before, but yes, check it out. The link is in my bio. For the ones that, look, I'm ready right now to sign up, I have a questionnaire that you can fill out to see if you're a good fit, okay? Because if I'm going to be working with you for 3 months, it has to be a good fit, okay? I'm looking forward to it. You're new, okay. So just join the email list. you know, read on it. There's a video there describing how it works. If you click on the Detoxify Your Womb program and learn more about it, okay? So that one, now the Detoxify Your Womb program, preferably is for people that's been following me for a little bit, that kind of know, maybe they've taken a course, maybe not, or, you know, they kind of have familiar with me a little bit, right? Because if I'm going to be working with you for 3 months, you know, I'm not saying that you can't work with me if you're brand new. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying Talk About Your Womb program, that's our signature program, okay? So I'm picky about who I let in there, okay? But I'm Miss Lady, you guys know I'm Miss Lady Dave. I'm very familiar with them and DeAndre. As soon as you guys are ready, y'all don't even have to fill out the questionnaire. Let's go, okay? Alrighty, ladies. Do you guys have any questions before we go? I'm so excited. Make sure you guys are all on my email list, okay? Make sure y'all are all on my email list. If you're watching this, get on my email list. All you have to do is click the link in my bio to join my email list. Make sure you're following me, okay? I'm going to do a part 2 of this tomorrow. You're definitely going to want to hear. I have a lot of, part 2 is going to be amazing, okay? So come back, but you're not going to know what time I'm coming back unless you're on that email list, okay? It's not going to be this late, y'all. It's not going to be this late, but it's going to be earlier in the day because I know I have some people that from the UK and things like that follow me. So it's going to be a little bit earlier, but click the link in my bio. Join the email list if you're not on the email list, okay? So I've been rocking with Sasha for a while now. Yes, I'm excited. Yes, I'm Miss Lady. She has. I'm so happy. Thank you guys so much. You're such a blessing. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Brittany. Thank you. I'm so happy that you came to the live. Thank you for everyone that on this live that watched the whole thing. I appreciate all of you guys that's on the email list. All of this, my accountability coach. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Make sure you guys come back for part 2. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing night, okay? Have an amazing night. I'll see you guys. Have a wonderful week if I don't see you again. But make sure you guys are on the email list, all right? Love you guys. Have a good one. Have a good night. Bye, ladies.